Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, June 8th, 2014. I know some people it might be afternoon, depending on what time zone you're in, but I'm in Central Time Zone, so it's still morning here. So I wanted to say to everybody, thank you so much for viewing the first video blog. It was exciting to do, and I definitely want to continue to do more of them. So I do want to jump right in it because I know that the first blog was a little long. It's about 15 minutes, a little over 15 minutes. So I definitely want to cut them down so that you have an opportunity to be able to view them and still, move on about your day. So I want to jump right in and just say, this past Tuesday, June 3rd, was my birthday. I turned 35. And that was exciting. I was, just really happy because I've been looking forward to turning 35. And me and my life partner, we have always talked about, just those monumental times and steps in your life where, you turn a certain age and certain things change for you. Maturity changes, your decision making, just life in general changes when you get to a certain milestone in your life, and 35 was mine. And so I've been looking forward to this day for years, honestly. That might sound bad to some people, but you just be looking forward to what has changed from like 25 to 30, and then from 30 to 35, and on and on. And so definitely was looking forward to the day. My life partner just made the whole week just feel so special, and I love him. He always makes things so special for me. And so but I wanted to know, how when you expect something, you expect it and you have this anticipation, and then when it happens, then you're like, okay, now what? I've kind of been in that limbo, like, okay, now what? I'm 35, now what? And so I've been looking for permanent employment, just trying to stabilize life. Whenever you're in transition in your career, it's hard because when you leave a place of stability and you start to be in this area of instability, you start to yearn for stability a lot. And I'm a person that is very practical, so I need stability, I need consistency, I need ritual. And so trying to figure out what this monumental birthday of 35 was meaning to me, I went walking. By the way, I've been doing my 2-a-day, so you guys will be very proud. And I'm supposed to do a 2-a-day today, so I got to get on it. But went walking, and after my walk, I just sat down and I just kind of took in everything. Kids are outside playing, people running, people walking, people sitting around talking, just different activity going on around me. And so I was just like, okay, what is it that I need from this journey, turning 35? What's the turning point? What's the learning point in my life? And so what I realized when I thought about, my transition in employment, and I thought about, everything that's going on right now, and what I am doing, what efforts I'm making to get that stability and to start to, kind of get my life back in order, I realized something. I realized that as much as I want stability, as much as I want things to be calm and collected and just kind of the day to day, I know what I'm doing, I know where my next meal is coming from, I know where my next check is coming from, and that kind of thing, I realized that I'm a habitual person. I'm deathly habitual, meaning that I would prefer habit over anything else. I just want to know. I need to know where everything is coming from. Where am I living? Where am I going? What's this? What's that? And I drive my life partner crazy because I'm always asking for an itinerary for everything that we're doing. This weekend, what are we doing? And so I realized that in my life, I have been giving habit instead of heart. And that's not good. And I realized that was not good, that The reason why I have not been able to find peace in anything that's going on right now is because I'm so stuck on, I need a routine. I need something that I'm doing and that makes sense to me, and it's stable and, regimented every day, all day, instead of saying, okay, woosawing about things and saying, okay, let me embrace this moment in my life. Let me embrace the instability in my life. Let me understand what strengths I have now developed during this time of instability and transition. And I realized that the reason why I haven't accomplished a lot of things that I've set out to accomplish in the near, in the present tense of things, is because I don't give my heart to anything. I just need an itinerary. I need an equation. I need to be able to say this plus this equals this. And life is just not about equations, And once I realized, I'm like, oh man, I've struggled with that all my life. I've struggled with giving my heart all my life. I've always just felt like being regimented, having something in black and white, was always better than having to think on your feet, having to do things by the seat of your pants. And, I've just never been one to necessarily put any real spiritual, emotional effort into anything. And it's worked. It's worked for me for a long time. I was able to accomplish a lot in my young life, buying a house, buying a car, getting a nice, career going, and, just pretty much establishing who I was as far as, on a material level, on a practical level, through just being regimented, just, doing something out of habit. Someone said, I don't know whoever said this, but someone said, doing something for 21 days makes it a habit. And for me, I've perfected that. I've perfected the habit, but when I am called to give my heart, and when I am called to apply my heart to something, this is where, as we talked about in my first block, this is where I become inconsistent and undisciplined. Because I don't apply heart to anything, I don't apply passion to anything. So when things get a little hard, or I feel like I'm having to apply more effort than I feel comfortable with, I stop. And that's in every aspect of my life, every single aspect of my life. Projects that I've started that I've never completed because there was no heart applied. And I'm realizing that at 35, which is good, because I'm not 45 or 55 trying to figure that out. So I'm grateful for that. And I was grateful to the universe for giving me the opportunity to understand that, to say, okay, we need to do something with this. We need to understand that, my heart needs to be applied in my relationships with my friends, with my life partner. I need to apply my heart. I need to be able to put off the illusion of work ethic sometimes. I need to put off the illusion of what people are going to think of me, and do what my heart compels me to do in order to get things done. So I don't know per se where that leaves you as the audience. I know there are plenty of people in the audience who say, wow, okay, I haven't thought about it like that. Think about it. Just think about it. Think about the things that you have started that you've never completed. Think about the plenty of relationships that you've had that just kind of faded out because you really didn't, feel the need to give that extra thought or that extra effort, that extra feeling to nurture the relationship. I've had plenty of relationships, friends that, just kind of faded off, and it was like, oh, well, it just is what it is. That phrase that we got to stop using so much of. That's what I was doing. And I think that it's hurt me a lot because I never truly know what I believe in, what I'm so passionate about, I'm willing to even die for. And not even just die physically, but just lay it all on the line, lay it all on the table and say, you know what, if this is not done, or if this is the way you feel about it, I can't be a part of it. There's not anything in that area that I feel that passionate about, that I'm willing to lay down my life, or lay down my comforts for, to protect. But I'm gonna change that. I'm changing it today, and I decided to change it when I thought about it, when I sat and really had some time to myself and said, okay, you know, I can't continue to apply habit to everything, because habit never thinks on its feet. Habit strictly applies the same equation to every situation and every circumstance. Think about it. Habit is just that. It is a habit. It is something that you are going to do no matter what. You don't even think about it after a while. And what I realize is, with heart, you do think on your feet. Heart says, okay, wait a minute. The situation has changed. The circumstance is different. So I've got to do something different, because the end result, the big picture, as we talked about in the last blog, is this. You know, this is the result that I want. This is the result that needs to happen and come to surface. And so what I realize is, I've got to stop being lazy. I've got to stop being selfish. I've got to stop relying on habit to get me through. Because, you know, with habit, it's a matter of, you do the things that you know are going to get you the result that you want with the least amount of effort. With heart, you do things based on what makes sense to your heart. What is going to make that person feel like you truly understand them, that you truly love them, and you're going to love them the way they want to be loved, not the way that you feel comfortable loving them. What is going to make this person feel that you have their best interest at heart, and that you're not just saying it and then they know that you're not going to do it when the time comes, when it really matters. You know, what is going to make you say, you know what, I'm putting everything down for this one thing, because I believe in it so much that there is nothing that's going to change my attitude, my effort about it. That is where heart comes in, that's where the passion comes in at, and that's when you feel your most incited. That's when you feel your most fired, you know, where you're just like, you know what, no matter what, this is getting done, and it's getting done by me, and I don't care what anybody thinks about it. I don't care who says what. They're not changing my mind. They're not changing my action. They're not taking this effort away from me. And that is what I have learned thus far. I know I'm going to have many other lessons turning 35, but that particular lesson is one that I definitely needed. And I'm thankful to the universe. I'm thankful to you guys for giving me an opportunity to just share my thoughts. As I said, this is number 2 of many video blogs that I plan to post on my page, and eventually I'll get over to YouTube and everything like that. But this is where I feel most comfortable, because this is where I'm, you know, right now I'm a novice. So I'm just trying to kind of learn and see what works and what doesn't work, what makes me comfortable, and just really see how people feel when they look at my blogs and they hear what I'm saying. Does it really reach them, or, you know, is it still something missing? Is my heart applied, or am I just doing something habitual because I've learned to just do that, you know? So I thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And of course, leading into the week, I hope that this is something that you can take into your week and start to maybe see areas in your life where there could be more heart applied. And with that, I will say good day and have a great week.